Hi there, I'm Suranga from English Fit. Today it is Total Immersion. Today's story is Four Mangoes. That's really interesting. Shall we go to the story? Yes, I have taken this story from the YouTube channel Gur Gopal Devs. Perfect. Shall we go to the story then?
A teacher teaching math to a class of 6-year-olds.
A teacher is teaching maths to a class of 6-year-olds. 6-year-olds. This is a classroom. What sort of classroom? This is a mathematics classroom. Who is doing the job? The teacher is doing the job. The teacher is teaching grade 6 students and 6-year-olds mathematics. This is a mathematics lesson. For the students, it is a mathematics lesson. For you, that would be English and something to your life.
Asked a boy called Arnav in class.
Asked a boy called Arnav in class. There are a good number of boys in the classroom. One of them is Arnav. So the teacher asked a question from Arnav. Shall you see what the question that he is going to ask from Arnav?
If I give you 2 mangoes and 2 mangoes, how many will you
Arnav,
have?
if I give you 2 mangoes and 2 mangoes, 2 mangoes and 2 mangoes, you can see 2 mangoes and 2 mangoes, how many will you have? If I give you 2 mangoes and another 2 mangoes, how many you will have? That is the question. Yeah. How many will you have?
Arnav said 5.
Arnav said 5. How many mangoes will you have? Arnav said 5. Yeah. That is simple mathematics, you understand. But the answer is, as you know, yeah, shall we see what happens?
The teacher said, Arnav, if I give you 1, 2, 2 mangoes and 1, 2, 2 mangoes, how many will you have? 5, replied Arnav. The teacher was upset. But remember,
Yeah. So Arnav was asked, the teacher asked Arnav, I gave you 2 mangoes plus 2 mangoes. How many mangoes will you have? How many mangoes do you have then? So then Arnav says it is 5 mangoes. How come? How can that be? Teacher was really upset.
Arnav's mom had said that Arnav doesn't like mangoes.
The teacher remembered that Arnav's mother has said to the teacher once when Arnav's mother came to the school, Arnav's mother has told the teacher. So teacher has a sort of a memory about Arnav's characteristics. That is, Arnav's mother has told the teacher what? He does not like mangoes, he likes strawberries. Maybe it is the problem here. He does not like mangoes. Who does not like mangoes? Arnav does not like mangoes. Does not like mangoes, he likes strawberries. That is good.
Strawberries.
He likes strawberries. Does not like mangoes, he likes strawberries. So the new thing the teacher knows is that Arnav does not like mangoes and Arnav likes a strawberry. So this must have been the problem of this answer. So that Arnav is facing. He does not like mangoes, so he does not like the mathematics going with mangoes. That would be the problem. So teacher remembered that Arnav's mother has said that Arnav does not like mangoes but strawberries. So teacher had a very good plan.
So she changed her example.
So she changed her example. So good teachers. Always teachers are good.
2 strawberries and 2 strawberries, how many will you have? 4, replied Arnav.
If I give you 2 strawberries and 2 strawberries, how many will you have? Arnav said 4. 4 replied Arnav. This time Arnav is correct. First 4 mangoes and 4 mangoes 5. If I give you 2 mangoes and 2 mangoes, the number of mangoes you are having is, he said 5. That's wrong. And instead of mangoes, when the teacher tactfully, intelligently changed the example, he came from mango to the strawberry. And then our answer was correct. If we know that he has realized, he understood mathematics. Who understood mathematics? Arnav.
Oh, the teacher was pleased by the change of strategy.
The teacher was pleased by the change of strategy. Teacher was pleased. Pleased means happy. Teacher was pleased by the change of strategy. Strategy is a technique, method. So the teacher changed the technique, so it worked. So teacher was really happy. They say, oh, the teacher was pleased by the change of strategy.
Just to confirm that Arnav had understood his math right,
Just to confirm, you understand what confirm means, to know whether it has happened or not. Just to confirm that the Arnav has understood his maths right. So the teacher wanted to understand whether Arnav has understood mathematics perfectly in a correct way. So just to confirm is to make sure that Arnav had understood his maths right. He asked, what? He asked the question again.
she asked Arnav again, Arnav, if I give you 2 mangoes and 2 mangoes, how many will you have? Arnav replied, 5. The teacher was now annoyed.
This is for the second time when the teacher thought actually that Arnav understood mathematics. First he thought 2 plus 2, 5. Now for the second time he said for strawberries 2 plus 2, 4. Teacher wanted to make sure that whether he has really understood that. Otherwise it must have been a kana shot. So the teacher asked again the same question. 2 mangoes and 2 mangoes, how many mangoes? He said 5. Teacher was upset. Teacher was shocked. Shall we see what's happening? The teacher was annoyed. Teacher did not like it. Annoyed means not happy. Teacher was really sad. Oh, teacher was sort of frustrated. Teacher did not like it. The teacher was so annoyed. So very good story. This one I'll tell you. At the end of you will find something really valuable to your life, to our lives. The teacher now was annoyed. The teacher was not happy, that happy.
How can 2 and 2 strawberries be 4 and 2 and 2 mangoes
How
be
can 2 strawberries and 2 strawberries become 4 and 2 mangoes become 5? How come? Why do you say? Why do you say that 2 mangoes and 2 mangoes are 5 and 2 strawberries and 2 strawberries are 4?
5? Arnav replied, already have 1 mango in my bag, madam.
Arnav said, I already have 1 mango in my bag, madam. Was it wrong? The teacher asked, if I give you 2 mangoes and 2 mangoes, how many mangoes will you have? He says 5, because already there is 1 mango in his bag. 6-year-olds. What he says is correct, perfect. But teacher says is also perfect.
Who was right? Was the teacher wrong? No, because 2 plus 2 is 4. Was Arnav wrong? No, because 2 plus 2 is 4 and 1 mango in my bag makes it 5. Isn't it a fact?
Teacher is right and Arnav is right. Both are right. correct answers. Why the conflict? What is the problem? All kinds of conflicts.
That all kinds of conflicts because of the gap between technical rightness and practical rightness.
So always problems come due to the gap between technical rightness and practical rightness. The teacher is technically right. Technically means, when you think about mathematics, when you think about knowledge, as we see, teacher is correct. But when you think about from the teacher's side, Arnav is wrong. But from the side of Arnav, Arnav is right. Teacher is wrong. No, not teacher is wrong. Arnav is right. So Arnav's side is the practical side. Practically Arnav is right. Technically teacher is right. But they don't match. Problem, a conflict. Conflict means actually sort of a problem and a disagreement. They don't agree. There is a conflict. Because of the gap between the technical and practical rightness. Most of the time we have problems here in this world because of difference between the practical rightness and the technical rightness.
The teacher was technically right. Technical right.
The teacher was technically right.
Means to see the obvious.
Technical rightness means to see the obvious. Obvious is what we can see. It is obvious. It is obvious this is a dog. When we see a dog, we would say, it is obvious this is the dog. Obvious means we are quite sure. So, technical rightness means to see the obvious. Obvious means what we can see, what we can experience generally.
Technical rightness means to see what is visible.
Technical rightness means what is visible, what we can see. Technical rightness is what is obvious that we can see perfectly. And technical rightness means to see what is visible. Yeah, what we can see, what we can experience in the general sense.
And Arnav was practically right. Practical rightness means to see beyond the obvious.
Arnav is practically right. The practical rightness means seeing beyond the obvious. Obvious means what we think is true. This is a dog. We think that this is a dog. I have the experience. When I was in Thailand for 3 months, in a shopping complex, I saw a dog, but it was not a real dog. It was man-made one. Man-made one is, people using sort of materials, they have made that dog. It was, at first sight, we find that it is really a dog, but it is not a real dog. It can happen everywhere. So, practical rightness means see beyond the obvious. We see something, we know that this is a dog, but there can be answers, there can be sort of notions different from this. If we see beyond that, beyond means, beyond. I'm here in this side, go beyond. Passing that, So practical rightness means see beyond the obvious. Something is obvious, but we have to look beyond.
Practical rightness means to see beyond what is visibly seen.
The practical rightness is what is beyond what is visibly seen. Visibly means vision. Seeing, you understand. I can visibly see this light, but I have to go beyond that. I have to go beyond what is visibly seen. Then we find the practical rightness. That means, in general sense, the technical rightness and practical rightness would be two different things. So then the conflicts come.
Practical rightness means to see the hidden mango.
Oh, practical rightness is, I mean, just think about how he explains things away. Practical rightness is seeing the hidden mango. At first sight, you cannot see the hidden mango, the mango in his bag. The practical rightness is we should think that there should be a mango in this guy's bag. The 4 mangoes, that's okay. But maybe not 4 mangoes. Maybe the answer would be different.
Ladies and gentlemen, very often all our conflicts
Ladies and
come
gentlemen, very often, that means usually, normally, all our conflicts come because of the gap between practical rightness and technical rightness. We have problems, we have conflicts, we have fights, we have quarrels, we have sort of disagreements due to the difference between practical rightness and technical rightness.
because the gap between the technical and practical rightness.
Yeah, that is it.
Whenever you find that your spouse is not loving you enough,
Maybe your spouse, your wife is not loving you enough. It is quite obvious that your wife does not love you that much. That is technical rightness. Technically, it is okay.
yes, you may be technically right. He or
Yeah.
she may not actually love you that much. But are you practically right?
She may be not loving you that much. You are technically right.
Practical rightness means to see the hidden mango.
Practical rightness is to see the hidden mango. There should be a reason for that particular behavior, that she's not loving you that much. Yeah, technically she's not loving you. Practically she may be loving you, but you cannot see the hidden mango.
Why is he or she not loving you? Your child may not be listening to you. And
Your
technically
child
you're
may not be
right.
listening to you. Okay. Technically you are right. You know that your child is not listening to you.
The child is not listening to you. But are you practically right? Practical rightness means to try to see the hidden mango beyond the obvious. Why is your child not behaving right?
So your child is not listening to you. That is the technical rightness. The practical rightness is maybe somewhere else. So you have to find why he is not listening to you. Then you will be able to find the hidden mango. You know, right? There can be reasons, good number of reasons, even though you cannot see, even though it is not quite obvious, oh, it cannot be seen. So our duty is to find the hidden mango. There can be good number of mangoes for conflicts.
The next time you see someone not fit into your definition of what is technically right,
Next time when you find if somebody is not fit into your definition, you think, oh yeah, this should go this way and this should go this way, but this guy is not fit for that my particular idea. So then next time if something happens to you, things happen as we wish at times, but there are things happening around us that we don't like the way they happen. So then at that time you have to be very careful and think about the hidden mango.
please do not be judgmental.
Please do not be judgmental. Don't judge the situation. Don't judge. You understand? Judge. Judge the situation.
Beyond the obvious, go beyond the seen and try to look for the hidden mango, which will truly help you understand the person and resolve the conflicting situation that you are in. Thank you.
So he says that if things are not going your way, if people don't like you, if you have conflicts, you should try to find the hidden mango. When you try to find the hidden mango, life would be really, really easy thing for you. It will be really easy for you to take decisions, to associate people, and to do everything in this world. So try to find the hidden mango. To be very careful, whenever you become upset, you should think that there should be a hidden mango. People generally, we generally don't think about that. We think we are right. We are really important guys, and we know everything. We can take decisions. Other people are, I mean, just like puppets or scarecrows, and their knowledge is not up to this standard level that we are expecting. So therefore, we are the guy, apitama pura, and we think so. That is wrong. So, okay, I think this story is really, really good thing for you, and it is really an eye opener. Even for me, I like sort of stories. That is why I always say that English is a tool. It is not just to write letters and to talk to other people. So the utmost use of the English language is going beyond. Try to find the hidden mango in this language. එහෙනම් සුද්ද ඔක්කොම මාර පොරවල් වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඔය ඉංග්‍රීසි දන්නවනේ. හිඟන්නොත් ඉන්නේ පාර දෙකේ සුද්දෝ. ඉංග්‍රීසි කියන ගැනීමේ වෙන විශේෂත්වයක් නැහැ. ඒක ටූල් එකක්. එහෙනම් අපි හිතනවා අපි ඉංග්‍රීසි ඉගෙන ගත්තොත් මාර කෙනෙක් වෙන්න පුළුවන් කියලා අපිට හොඳට ඉංග්‍රීසි කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් වුණොත්. ඒ හිඟට සුද්ද ටිකේ ඉන්නේ. එංගලන්තේ අර එහෙම ගිහින් බලපුවාම පාර දිගේ. එහෙම අපහාස කරනවා නෙමෙයි මං. ඒ ඉංග්‍රීසි දැනගත්තා කියලා මොකොත් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඉංග්‍රීසි නෙමෙයි කේස් එක. ඉංග්‍රීසි පාවිච්චි කරන හැටි කේස් එකක්. ඒකේ ප්‍රයෝජන ගැනීම. English itself is not really a good thing. ඔක මිනිස්සුන්ට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. කරන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. ඔබ තේරුම් ගන්න. එහෙනම් අපි නවතිනවා. subscribe කරන්න, like එකක් දාන්න. bell icon එක press කරන්න මගේ videos ඔබට ලැබෙන්න. and comment කරන්න අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම. දැන් ගොඩක් කට්ටිය comment කරනවා. මම හැම comment එකකට මොකක් හරි දානවා. ඒකින්ද ඔබට මේකෙන් හැඟෙන දේ පිළිබඳව comment එකක් සිංහලෙන් හරි දාන්න. අපි නවතිනවා. bye.